Hello, everybody. Welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi. My name is Lisa, and I love everything colorful makeup, especially indie brands. And I'm just going to give a little snippet in case you're new. I decided in 2024, last year, to invest in my favorite indie brands, and that I would see my favorite beauty gurus go on and on and on and on about here on the tube. And so I made a decision. I said, okay, I'm gonna do this. So I've been blessed to be able to do that. Again, a little more information. I've been on TikTok for 4 years, and I have been doing TikTok Shop for a little over 1.5 years, and I am blessed and grateful to be able to promote a lot of these indie brands and mainstream that I have their products in my showcase on TikTok Shop. And I do a little bit of everything over there. Make you smile, make you laugh, because I'm a big goof. And if that sounds like something you're into and you love heavy metal or rock and roll or, hey, you know, colorful makeup, then you and I should be friends and subscribe. Yeah, hit the like button, comment, say hola to me, and yeah, hang out, see if I'm for you. You know, I've been having a blast here, and I am, as we speak, uploading the video for Singe Beauty, the Galactic Visitor palette. I've been enjoying playing with that and creating. My TikTok is linked on my YouTube page, so if you want to come on over, I always say more the merrier. So I promised you guys that I was going to do a step-by-step tutorial with Sorcerer'sSmoke from Unearthly Cosmetics, and that is come to fruition today. I finally got my last order in from Unearthly. I was just waiting for these 4 brushes. And so I cannot wait until the owner, who is Amanda, so talented, beautiful, Unearthly, is here in Florida as well. But as you guys know, the whole shipping thing, and it was pretty costly, plus the root protection and all of that. And you would get your orders like in, you know, sometimes 3 different shipping and costs and different warehouse. And so I was waiting for these to come. Right now, I just, you know, got the 4 eye brushes, and there are a few other ones, but these are the ones that I chose first, and I think they are I think there's 3 through 6, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I had got, these are 3 through 6. So, and these are actually, on camera, they look like they're longer than they are. They almost look like travel size. Because if you put them next to like a Singe, y'all, there will always be droppage. I'm telling you, I can never keep shit in my hand. Oh, there goes another one. So you can see, like, these are so much shorter, right? Which I guess it really doesn't matter. I have not used them yet, but I'm going to use them with the Sorcerer'sSmoke palette and doing this tutorial. So I am going to try to shut my freaking yap so that this isn't going to be an 1 hour and 15-minute long video. But I do want to mention, again, I'm uploading the Singe Beauty video. I'm going to be checking my teeth to make sure I have no lipstick. But it's dried down now, so I shouldn't have any problems. Before I put the Huda Beauty Faux Filler Clear gloss, and that just kind of disrupts anything that you've got over it, and makes it slippy and on my teeth. So yeah. But I'm wearing, of course, Unearthly Cosmetics. I think this is in Danielle. And it's a beautiful brown. So, love the aesthetics of Unearthly. Y'all know if you've been with me for a minute. Y'all know. You know? This is an awesome mirror. Yes, it is from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. But I love mirrors. I collect mirrors. I have quite a few of his mirrors. I also have this mirror from Unearthly and Davina Cosmetics. That moon and bat mirror that she's got. And there is another, I don't know if it's Mooncat Cosmetics or something else, but there is another brand, an indie brand that has this freaking awesome full moon mirror. And I need that in my life. I do. But Davina Cosmetics, Deandra, she has that beautiful, it looks like a pewter full moon, and then it has like the bats on it. Yeah, Deandra. I think on her video, one of her videos, she actually, she was live and someone had asked her, you know, is that a mirror that she carries? And she was like, no, but she did link it. So I'm gonna have to see where that came from. And she's also got that badass skull, like quarter moon, you know, moon behind her, which is freaking awesome too. So, okay. Unearthly Cosmetics, Sorcerer's Smoke. This is one of their best sellers, especially for the neutral gals. Y'all know, if you know, you know. And if you don't know, you should definitely know and get you one, because this is a beautiful neutral gal's dream. But also gives you an option for, you know, a little bit of pop of color if you love green. This orange here, it's like a burnt orange. I did swatch this, and we're just going to ignore those. These have been on for a couple of hours now when I did my creative videos over on TikTok. So the shimmers aren't as they were earlier. But yeah, so those are the swatches. So this dark, like burnt orange kind of color is really pretty. If you love that grungy, neutral, but yet very impactful, you know, type of shades, you're going to love this. So I've played with this several times since I've had it. And yes, it's an older palette, but it's new to me. Okay. I promoted it before, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. I love the looks that I've created with this. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play with this side, because I played with this side when I first got it in other looks. And then I kind of went back and forth with a couple of other looks. So to kind of be contrasting, but I'm going to play with this quad, but I'm going to play with this too. And I might even pull this, it's called Soot. And it is more of a, it's black, but it's like a charcoal kind of black. And again, these Unearthly Cosmetics, I know their formula, and I know, you know, the shimmers and the specialties, all those, they're just really smooth. The mattes are pigmented and soft, and they play well together, but it's not so pigmented that you cannot work with them. It's just beautiful formulas, period. And I finally get to play with these brushes, which is pretty dangerous considering I don't know these brushes just yet. So, however, a brush is a brush is a brush. And once you get to know my new queens, just getting into this, hi. So once you come to know what a specific brush is used for, then they're all pretty much, it's just going to depend on, you know, the brand A, how soft they are, how they cut it, and yeah, the precision on what said brush is supposed to do. So hopefully you understood that. And I've also been playing with my, the Fantasy Cosmetica ones. Those are actually really good too. And the new Morphe brushes that I had, showed you guys over on TikTok as well. So we're going to get to playing with this. We are 10 minutes in, and I haven't even started. But this side, and I actually already started by putting, excuse me, I've been talking a lot today. So I've been having to drink quite a bit of water. And I'm going to start with, it's called, oh, my mirror shut off on me. There is no way I've had that thing plugged in. What else can happen? You know, what else? So let me just grab this real quick and plug it in. That is odd. It shouldn't, I mean, it would have been plugged in for quite some time. It should be fully charged. But anyway, drinking some water. And here we go. Again, I'll just show you the swatches again of Sorcerer's Smoke, the palette. And I already started this look with this shade here, which is I want to say like a peachy, it's this one here. So it's kind of got that peach color to it, but I don't know if you want to call it a salmon kind of peach pink kind of color, but it's a neutrally kind of peach color. And I started by taking a fluffy brush and I'll do it again just to show you from start to finish. This is the E3 from Singe Beauty. And again, in the description box, I will put Unearthly Cosmetics website and Singe Beauty down in the description box for you as well. I am going to be filming another video tonight. This is going to be a long night for me. And it's going to be ranking my Cosmic Beauty palettes. I have all the palettes from Cosmic Beauty except for two that I know of, and that is the Serenity and the Delights. And I'll tell you about the story, what goes along with that, because I did order the Sinister palette, the lipstick that went with that, one of them in the shade Nancy, and I did order their new launch, which is the Lovers palette. And now Cosmic Beauty, formerly known as Cosmic Brushes, is in the UK, and I will tell you that story, so make sure you look out for that video too. Which, a couple of these videos may not even be up until tomorrow morning sometime. But we are going to get going. Why would I leave my tin? That's okay. I'm just going to put this over. Sorry about that noise. So I'm going to tell you the names real quick. This is Nightshade, Intention, Potent, Vision, the color I just went into, and that I've already put in my crease and all over my lid, which I'm just going to kind of re-intensify just a little bit. Transfixed, Eucalyptus, Soot, Ritual, Prophecy, Sorceress, Herbal, and Vervain. Those are the names to Sorcerer's Smoke. And I just have to give a shout out to my son. He knows me. I am wearing this badass shirt dress. Look at it. Look at it. It is all sequined out, like sparkly. It has the Scream face, and it says Scream on the back. And He got it from Spencer's. And I swear I screeched like a little bitch when I pulled it out of the bag. Oh, God. I love him. So sometimes he spoils his mother. Yeah, we're gonna do. So grateful for him. But this is a really beautiful peachy color, and I'm going to take my meat cleaver mirror and I'm going to re-intensify this because this has been on my lid longer than the swatches on my arm. This has been on for about 3 hours, just, you know, sitting on my lid, which I did already prime my lid beforehand, per usual, with my MAC paint pot in soft ochre. And I have yet to try this Sigma primer that, you know, and I do promote Sigma, and I have their products in my showcase, and I've received samples from Sigma. They're multitasker slanted brush that's for like liquids and creams. It's great for bronzer, and their flat kabuki brush. I believe I mentioned this before, and definitely converted me from using sponges. However, I still use my beauty blender after I use a brush just to kind of fine tune, touch up, and because those don't really leave streaks, surprisingly. Not as bad as a lot of other brushes. However, I have yet to try any BK Beauty face brushes yet. I do have like the hooded set eye set from BK Beauty, but I have not tried any of their, you know, face brushes as of yet. And I absolutely love Heather Austin, and I know she has a set, influencer set with Sigma. I think there's 6 or 7 brushes, and I think that's $77 US for her set. I truly would love to grab those at some point. But y'all know I have been trying to grab What's Up Beauty brushes, if you've been with me for a hot minute, for quite some time. It'll happen eventually. It is always so warm in this room. I have to get a small fan that's quiet, that is not going to be too noisy for you guys. But, Lord, and I am not as bad. I'm shiny, but it's more so because I'm kind of starting to sweat a little bit here. Not more so my oils or anything, because I repowdered and touched up probably about an hour and a half ago. And my makeup's been on since this morning around 9, so not too bad, but so I am just re-intensifying that shade in my natural crease and my hood, and in the front here. And now I'm going to put a piece of tape on. Y'all, I apologize. I forgot to get my switch, which is right there. You would think I would know better by now, but at least, like I always say, you know, because I'm not editing yet, and at least you have something really cool to look at for the time being, you know. So, and I'll grab my tin while I'm at it. See, isn't this so freaking, I mean, I love it. I love it because you can wear it as like a shirt dress, or you could wear it like with a pair of leggings, and like I have these Velvet Crush over the knee heel boots that I know with a pair of leggings, it's just gonna look badass. I mean, yes, I will wear it out. Of course I will. Are you kidding me? So I had to grab my switch and my tin. I apologize. Should have had this shit ready, girl. Get your shit together, all right? Okay, so cleaned off my brush, you know, as I do. And move it over here. And now I'm going to use one of these. And these are soft. I like that. This one. Seriously? This video is already... Okay. This one is the UC 3. And this one is slanted. And you can see. It's thin, but it's slanted, right? And then this one is a pencil brush, which is the UC 6. This one is UC 5. And this one looks like it is a fluffy brush, but it's the way that it's cut feels like on both sides, these bristles are a little shorter. And then, but this also feels like it also has a slight, like a blending angle as well. So, and I did say this one is 5, I think I said. And this one is 4. And this one is their regular packer brush, right? Shadow brush. So I was thinking taking, all right, because this is my first time using these, so I think I'm gonna take this one, which is the 3. It is the slanted one, but kind of fluffy. And I'm gonna put a piece of tape on. I know I have that right here. I'm also gonna be doing a declutter, or actually, I'm gonna save my decluttering for the end of the year for not just palettes like in December, but like probably around September, August, September, for other products like Project Pan, stuff like that, that I'm either decluttering or that I've definitely hit pan on, or empties, stuff like that. Let me in the know. Let me in the know. Wow. Let me know in the comments if that is something you guys would be like, oh, this piece is a little too big. That's okay. If you guys are interested in seeing that, I know that those types of videos kind of do really well as far as, you know, views and what people are interested in seeing. You know what I mean? So, and I just want to thank every single one of you for watching my videos all the way through. Like I said, it shows my analytics, and I shit you not, I received a notification from YouTube. Somehow well, not somehow, it's because of you guys. I was blown up. I have hit 1,000 watch time hours. 3,000 more to go, but I was blown away when I got that notification. Thank you so much. You have no idea. You know, of course, trying to hit your beginner goal of 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch time hours, which I've explained before, you know, I got that. No, I was like, what? And all the new subscribers that have come, and I'm just so grateful, and just thank you so, so much. And I truly do hope that you're enjoying these videos, even though they're not edited, and that they're long as shit, but, and that you deal with my squirrel crazy ass. I just, I'm so grateful, so thankful, and a huge, huge thank you to every single one of you. So, and to all my new subscribers, hi and welcome. Hope you stay, hope you enjoy the videos that I put out for you guys. So, because I enjoy making them. So let's go, because I keep just bringing other shit up. I can't stop talking. Deandra, you know what I'm talking about. Yes, you do, girl. So we're going to go into, wow, my mirror is like really dirty. I'm going to go into one of these greens now. And I do like to swatch out, even if I know the palette, just to remind myself, because I do have a large collection. So when I'm pulling palettes, even though I know the palette, the brand, like the formula, once I'm looking at it, I still like to swatch it out because it helps me not only just see the shade and it's on my skin, but also kind of playing with it, shearing it out, seeing that undertone. So I just like to do that anyway. So between those two greens, I'm going to start out with the lighter one, which, and just for you guys, you know, these are these two here. Just so you can kind of, you know, see in actual time. I'm going to start with this lighter green, which is herbal, right? Yeah. And I'm actually going to take my wipe because I have the Singe Beauty swatches up here from previous video. And so herbal, which is this one here. And we're going to put that in our crease. Please do grab your palette if you have this palette. Grab your brushes, get a coffee, you know, let's have some fun with some grungy neutral makeup. Beautiful eyeshadows. Tap off, tappity tap. And I've got my mirror here with the light, but I'm a handheld mirror kind of gal. So now that I've got my piece of tape on and I'm using these brushes for the first time, so I don't know how they perform. And again, this is I think it's a 3, and it's slightly slender but fluffy and slanted. So I'm gonna put it in my socket and then create, you know, my crease, and then create my fake crease on my hood. And this color is light and you do need to build it up, which is perfectly fine with me. There is kick up in the pans, but not a lot. Some people care about that. I do not. A lot of times it just means for, you know, they're pigmented and not tightly hard pressed, you know, which is always a good thing. But sometimes you do get shadows that are way too powdery or haven't been pressed hard enough, and then you've got a lot of pigment and whatnot going everywhere. And sometimes they're really dry, and that's why. But you don't have to worry about that with Unearthly Cosmetics. No, you don't. Ever. And I truly would... I mean, I know there's still several palettes that I still want to grab from Unearthly that is, I've mentioned these before, that is sold out, as far as I know, the time being. And, you know, the Not Normal palette, the Fall Magic, Dead of Night, High Temp, along with now the 3, you know, 9-pan palettes that she's put out. The new Valentine's one, Thinking of You, which I thought was awesome, outside the box, not your, you know, mainstream Valentine colors story, which I thought was just fucking cool. So definitely with that. And because I was so sick and tired of seeing pink and purple and reds, like pink, I was over pink for sure. So it was really cool that she did that, but still came out with the pink palette, you know, the shattered something. And then, of course, Murky Meadow. Murky Meadow is... and these palettes all range from like low 30s to high 30s, I believe. Maybe 42, something like that. Which I think, again, is great because if you want to try the brand and you love those color stories, you know, those are definitely a way to go. So I love when brands do that. You know, they have either 6 pans or 9 pans, so that people can have that option. And then, you know, keeping them as a staple in their collection as well, for the brand. So I've been building this color up, as you can see, on top of this peachy nude color. And this brush, I've been turning it as I've gone because you can definitely shade, you know, blend shade with it this way. And then you can cut it down this way to do wedging. And really, it's thin enough to get in your socket. So I'm kind of pulling that in there too. Which I think is great. I love this. So far, so good, Unearthly. I didn't expect anything less, so you know. And I'm kind of pulling this upwards this way, flicking it. So you can see and trust the process, okay? You can definitely see the peachy kind of color, peachy brown underneath, and this light green. And I'm gonna go in one more time with Herbal, this light green, and I'm gonna pull it up because this is, as you guys know, if you've been with me for a minute, this is the eye that's hooded even more than this one, and it has scar tissue. So I fight with this eye all the time because that scar tissue right here doesn't want to hold color. So I need to pull color a lot. You can see here, it almost looks like it's blank, but there's color there. It just doesn't want to hold it. So I literally have to fight with it. And that's why you'll see me, like I've mentioned this before, using this eye for creative videos and stuff like that. So going in one more time into Herbal. Oh my God, we're at 33 minutes, y'all. Y'all know this is gonna be an hour and 15 minutes. I just know it. And I'm building this with that light green. Trying to get that scar tissue to, I just literally have to pack it to force it. Does anybody have any like recommendations on how? I mean, I could probably definitely search this on YouTube, seeing as how it's like the second largest search engine in the world. Never really thought about that actually, to look that up about scar tissue holding color and stuff like that. You'd actually think I would know that, having a degree in lab science and the shit I had to learn to get that degree. But I don't, so I'm gonna check it out. And maybe you guys can let me know in the comments if you've got any suggestions. So now I'm gonna take this brush, which is the 5, right? I think so. This is a little bit fluffier, but it's thin. And I'm gonna go into that darker green. This is scary for me because, again, my first time using these brushes. But here we go, together. We are doing this together. Holds color, very nice. And I want to go just underneath that green that I placed, underneath herbal. In the middle. Now, when I do looks, I usually don't really have a plan on an eye look. I know what I want to, like the colors, I'll, you know, play what I want to play with. But as far as a look, I just let myself be creative of where I want to place the shadows and the shape. I mean, yeah, you've got your all different kinds of basic eye looks, right? You got the cut crease, and then you've got the quarter cut crease, whatever, and then you've got the halo and those kinds of things, right? But I never really follow the rules. I don't, y'all know I kind of break those. But doesn't mean that I can't do them. I just want to do something different. So I am putting this darker green in my socket, in my natural crease, but I'm also bringing it slightly upward. But I'm also going to take this green on top of the light green herbal. And the dark green is called eucalyptus. You can see that it does hold color nice, these brushes do. And I'm just building this color up in the middle. In the socket, but also in the middle here towards the end, because I am going to take that dark, I'm going to take soot, so that charcoal black. So I don't want to put too much shadow on the corner, if that makes any sense. And I don't want the black to get away from me. I don't want to pull it too much into this green. And I still want that light green to show above the black. And I'm going to go back in a little bit and pull that light green down and tap on the black and use it for liner. Absolutely. As well as just probably 3/4 of the way in. And then I'm going to go in with Prophecy, which is that burnt orange, very lightly. I'm going to see how that plays, because I may just build up Vision, which is that peachy color, and keep it here. It depends when we get there. But that's what I'm starting to see in my mind's eye of how I want this look to go. And then, of course, when we're ready for the shimmer, how really pretty this is. I feel like this is going to come out. And I'm going to drag some of this pigment on the outer corner so that when I do put the black down, you'll still be able to see this darker green. No, I'm just, again, you know, building this color up. Like so. So now that I have that saturated in my socket, and I'm really not worried too much about the blending just yet. I've got my colors down, but I am starting to a little bit now, but just because that was bothering me. And that's nice that this, the way they're cut, you can blend with this one too. I do wish they were a little bit longer. These feel like travel size almost. But they'd definitely be great for travel. That's for sure. So now I am blending. I am just getting that out of the way. This green. Back and forth. Small circles like a tickle. And just over that light green. And of course, as I've, you know, pulled that pigment and wedged it next to the light green here. Clean off my brush. Per usual. Make sure we got no lipstick. Now this is dried down. I shouldn't worry about that anymore. So we've got the shadow. I think I'm gonna use this for, well, let's go ahead and, this is the 4. And I want to see with this dark orange, which is called Prophecy, which I'm going to show you guys. So I started all over my lid with this one, which is, like I said, Vision. Then I went to Herbal and did my V, and then brought it inside my crease and just a little bit above on my hood to create a false crease. Then went into Eucalyptus and built that color up in the middle and just not all the way on top of the light green, on top of Herbal, but just shy, and brought this down next to it. Built that up, blended it out a little bit. Now I'm gonna go into Prophecy, and I'm gonna end up going back into Vision, but I will take Soot. So at this point, I'm gonna be using all of these mattes except for this brown, it seems like, in this look, which is called Intention. So I will end up using Soot too. Using this burnt orange, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. So I'm gonna use the, whatever this was, the 4, and I'm gonna go into the burnt orange. This is a shadow brush. Taparoo. And I'm gonna put this on the inner corner. Ooh. I've used this to blend. I haven't used this on my lid per se, so this color alone. So I am loving that. Okay. Okay, Amanda. Okay. Listen to me like I know her personally or something. I don't. I would have loved to have been able to meet her and Allie Dawson. They went to that, I don't know if it was MegaCon or something like that. That was held in Orlando a couple weekends ago, I believe. And I would have loved to have met them both, but oh, I didn't have the money, and so yeah. And then something came up, so we weren't able to go anyway. But there are always those kinds of things happening here in Florida, either in Orlando or Tampa, Miami, which is way south from us. But Orlando and Tampa is literally hour 20 maybe from where I am. So it's not all that bad of a drive. It's 75, man. Oh my God. Freaking highway. So I'm just building up this burnt orange, and it looks really grungy, but it's beautiful at the same time. Y'all know, if you've been with me for a minute, that I like to create looks that you could just wear straight up matte without even putting shimmer on as well. So where this is headed, you could definitely just wear this straight up as a matte look. And I'm just going and building this up. Just on this front to the half part of my lid, inner lid here, and half the lid here. And I will go in and blend, but I'm gonna use Vision, that peachy color. Because I feel like this is too dark to take up here, but I've already placed that peachy color here because you can see it, right? Wipe off my brush. And I'm going to use this pencil brush to go down here on the lower lash line. But before I do that, I'm going to go in... I think I'm going to... This Fantasy Cosmetica brush. This one is the E06, which is also a shadow packer shader brush as well. This is great for blending too, just the way that it's cut. So I want to go into that peachy shade Vision. And I want to tap ever so slightly, half on, half off the green. And I will probably have to go into Vision a couple of times to get the result that I'm going to be looking for. Half on, half off that green. And pull it all the way out, tapping. And I'm going to do little circles to pull and back and forth to pull that peachy shade even more. This is turning out so like grungy, you know what I mean? That freaking badass, beautiful, grungy, but beautiful look. Do you know what I'm saying? I think those ones out there that love this kind of look, well, they know exactly what I'm trying to put down. And I'm blending now, half on, half off. I am kind of tired. You can hear it in my voice. I'm kind of tired, but I've also been talking all day, off and on, from doing the videos on TikTok and whatnot. So now that I'm starting to get that blend in, I really like that. That's a really big, big fluffy brush from Fantasy Cosmetica. And I really do love this. This one is very similar to the one I used to put shimmer on my brow bone that I like got from Dollar General. Like seriously, it's the same exact thing except for Fantasy Cosmetica's is a little longer. I love to use this to put shimmer right on my brow bone. So I'll just leave that one out. And this new Morphe brush, again, is same thing as the Fantasy Cosmetica I was just using. There is a I'm gonna have to go back to my Singe Beauty here. Of course, my favorite cosmic brushes. The magic wand, I call it. Where did you... It's in front of my face. So the EO... This is the 2, and I think the one I'm looking for is 5. Yeah. So the 2 and the 5, one is a smaller, fluffy, but it's also angled. So I'm going to take the smaller one, which is the EO5. Warm. And I am no product. I just want to use this to blend a little bit. Blend out that green into that peachy color. We are at 50 minutes, y'all. Thank you for hanging in there with me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm literally going back and forth, windshield wiper movements, using the tip of it as well to kind of pull the pigment that's already there forward in my natural crease here, socket. And I am kind of losing some pigment because I'm blending, but that's okay. I don't want it to be, I'm not gonna go back in with the green because I feel like there's definitely, because it's so pigmented, enough there, even though I have lost some of it. But that is okie dokie. And now I'm taking that light green and pulling that into that dark green. So I'm just going back and forth so there's like a seamless blend between those two greens instead of a separation. I'm gonna actually go back into Herbal, which is that light green. And wedge that next to that dark green. And do some very light circles, blending it into the dark green. Back and forth. Like that. So I'm gonna leave that like that. And I'm gonna take the new Singe, I think this is the 11. Great for lower lash line and detail stuff. And underneath the brow, it's really nice. I love using this for the lower lash. I'm actually gonna go into the darker green Eucalyptus. Trap it off. And because of those wonderful crow's feet that we have, I really do saturate that corner. And I'll end up doing the same with the black to really just kind of help those beginning of crow's feet right there kind of disappear in a way. I wish they would, but they're never just gonna get worse. I'm going back in and I am going to pull this darker green Eucalyptus 3/4 of the way, because I am going to pull that peachy color Vision. And, you know, as you're dragging this, it definitely, it blends two, you know, at the same time. And I'm literally putting this basically on my waterline too, like in my lashes. Because again, if you know that you've been with me for a minute, that I don't usually do a very blown out lash line. And then once I start, I'll end up taking this piece of tape off because I won't need it anymore to give me that crisp look. But then I'll end up blending that. I'm gonna go back into eucalyptus one more time to my lower lash. Just to kind of reinforce and deepen up that green. And then I'm going to take the flat brush from Singe. And which is right here. And I'm going to go into Soot, which is the black, that charcoal black. And we're going to stamp it. I also want to let you guys know that I have the Unearthly Cosmetics, the low light highlighter. That same, you know, artistry as the Palette Dreamer. That I have that on my cheeks. You can see. And so I had put, this is Wish, Solace, and Days. This one's more pinky. This is kind of gold, and this is more like peachy. But then I went a step further and used the Cosmic Beauty Frosting Trio. This one. And I took the green because this is green apple, cinnamon swirl, and blueberry muffin. And you can see that that is blue, and this is like pink. This is like blue purple, and this one's like pink gold, and this is like green gold, green silver. So I took green apple on top of that as well, just to give it extra sparkle, you know what I mean? Why not? Both these, Unearthly and is amazing formula. I love it. Yeah, that was off topic, but you know. So I'm gonna go into Soot now, the black, with my EO 7. And I am going to stamp that. I'm going to saturate it in the corner first. Kind of. I'm also going to do a small wing of black. Because I was going to pull this up, but I've decided I'm just going to do a wing. Just a small wedge of the black. And then stamping it in the lower lash line. See, sometimes it just ends up, oh, no, you know what? Never mind, I'm gonna do this instead. Now I can tell you, Deandra's brand, Divina Cosmetics, she has this gorgeous freaking black, and I think it's called Karma, which she seems to use all the time in her waterline, on the lower lash line, like doing for eyeliner. Kind of same thing that I'll use on top of using eyeliner, really. No, should you do that because they're pigments? Probably not, but you know, we do. And of course, this brush blends as well as, you know, stamps and drags, so I love it. So I am making sure that corner is saturated. And also, because when I pull this tape off, I already know it's kind of going to be, well, I always have to fix it, which is fine. And I've got just this wing kind of going with the black shadow and wedging it, which if I wanted to take a shimmer, like a black shimmery or a, like liquid shadow or one of the, you know, graphic liners that, you know, to go over that, or if I wanted to take like black gel or something like that, and this kind of is your your starting point. But I just want this to be matte, and I'm not going to do liquid eyeliner or anything like that. And because I already have quite a bit of shadow, this is actually taking a little bit more. Sorry about that. The phone's ringing. But I love how crisp I can get this line. Do you see that? With this brush. And Divina Cosmetics, they also have brushes, which I did have in my cart when I made my, but I was like, no, you know what? I'll have to wait until probably the beginning of March to grab those, but I will, because I believe the whole set, I think was $59, I think. So, all right, y'all, we are already at an hour and a minute. And for the most part, like this, let me pull my piece of tape off, and then I want to just blend the outer corner a little bit. And I'm going to take my Glam Light brush for that, and I'm going to use Vision, this peachy color, because I know that my videos are long, and I know, you know, a lot of you are like, oh no, you know, you enjoyed them, so at least I know that part. But if possible, to not make you watch me put on mascara, a lash, you know, when I'm not editing. So, but actually, that actually didn't come out as bad as I thought it was, as far as like having to clean it up. So I'm going to take my CB4 and I'm going to take that peachy color. I've decided to do that. Vision. And blend underneath my lower lash line here. Right under the wing too. And if I can get it to like this. And I like the fact that this is a very, you know, light color, even though it's pigmented, right? But you can build it up for intensity, which is awesome. I'm going to go in a couple more times, just so you can definitely see Vision. Underneath. And underneath the wing. Like that. I think this is coming out beautiful, in my opinion. If I don't say myself, you know. I'm going to take my Glam Light again into Vision. tap off, kind of re-intensify here because I feel like it needs it just a little bit. And I am going to blend back and forth, rounded like this. And then I am going to, excuse me, take my EO1, which is one of my favorite brushes as well. It's kind of tapered like this. It's flat, and this picks up shimmers great. And for the inner corner that I always use, I'm going to go back into Vision. And I am going to put that in my inner corner. Now, there isn't a lot of times that I will put shimmer in my corner. It just depends, really. I mean, I can't say never because I sometimes I do. It just depends on what that look, you know, kind of look that I'm going for. But a lot of times it's going to be a bright matte in the corner. Or a shade like this that can be intensified to a bright color. And I love this, that you can turn this brush on its side as well to and this is where I'm going to take that in the corner, last corner of my inner lower lash, and blend that right in ever so slightly. Like that. So that, my friends, again, this could be, sorry, I'm gonna have to take another drink of water. This palette is a gorgeous palette. I've played with it so many times, and I just absolutely always come up with something new, something different. So you're never limited. These brushes so far, I mean, it's the first time I've used them from Unearthly. They did come in individual packages like this, which is the first time I'm ever seeing a brand do that. This is like a soft silicone, almost soft plastic with a flap. They all were in their own individual one of these, which I thought was very nice. So, I mean, this right here is pretty much the finished look for straight up matte. And if I wanted to go a step further, I just feel like this is still a little harsh right here. So I'm just taking my Glam Light shader here and trying to make sure that this is not too harsh of a line. That came out so fucking pretty in my opinion. I think this is different, grungy, but beautiful at the same time. And I have this copper color from NYX that I think I'm gonna put in my waterline. I'm gonna put the copper color in the inner portion of my lower lash line here. And it just really matches that peachy color vision. And then I'm going, oh, my phone just turned into the red here. Good thing we're just about done. And so, and also I'm gonna, there's this dark brown, and I already have soot in my waterline plus right on my lash line. So I think that this, and it's kind of like a metallic, now this one, this, I do have a metallic brown, but this one is like a straight brown. And I'm gonna put this in my waterline. So I have that mixture of soot black with this dark brown, and kind of go into the copper a little bit here. I'm also going to tight line with this. I guess this isn't, it's not a dark brown, it's more of a lighter brown. Like so. And these ones from that you can use on your lips as a lip liner, and just know that spray it with alcohol before you go in between, clearly. And because I don't want to have this look to be a ton of just bright shimmer, I am not going to use any glitter glue. This could straight up be a matte look, which is what I really intended it for. But just to show you the shimmers in this, I'm going to take the new flat brush from the extension set. This is the EO9 from Singe Beauty. No glitter glue, because I know I've already used glitter glue. I also have the Unearthly Cosmetics glitter stay kind of thing that you can use for glitters and loose pigments and shimmers and all sorts of stuff. But I'm not going to do that. I am going to use, it's a toss-up between using Potent and Vervain. I think, because here's Potent, which is like more just gold, but this one has gold, but it also has that green kind of shift to it. So I think I'm going to use Vervain. I'm going to start with my ring finger, and yeah, my nails are going to be like, oh, in the freaking way. So yeah, see? Okay. Doing this left-handed. Right over that burnt orange. And just this one shimmer. A real thin layer of it. Because I still want you to be able to see a little bit of that burnt orange. I mean, not, Vervain isn't a clear base or anything like that, so, but you can still see the, a little bit of that burnt orange in my crease anyways, so. You see that? Oh, love it. Love it. So now I'm going to take that brush and put a little bit on the brush and then manipulate this. And then we are done. We are done with this look, you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. And again, sticking with my crazy squirrel ass. And watching my videos all the way through. Again, this is going to be 1:15. We are at 1:14. It might even be a little bit longer, maybe even 1:20. Probably 1:20. This brush I like because you literally can get right in your socket, in that main crease, and blend. Like, that is so pretty. So, so pretty. And now the last step before like mascara and a lash, which I'm not going to make you watch me do, is just gently taking I'm just going to take this Blend Bunny just for, no, I already got my singe out. This smaller one. I'm going to go into soot. No, I don't want to go into soot. I want to go into the light green, which is herbal, to keep it still light in that corner with the light green and right above that wing, and then blending into the shimmer, but that wedge. Just on the outside, pulling that out. Taking the light green even up and over into the peach a little bit, like this. And really, really lightly. I mean, like a tickle. Like that. Ew! And because I'm extra, no, well, not me. I'm gonna go into that green, which is transfixed. That one. Just a little with my ring finger. Just because I can't help it. I can't help it. How am I gonna do this? Just so a little bit in the corner here. That's it. Good call. Yes. It needed that for sure. Yep, it did. I'm gonna take that flat brush again and I'm put a little bit more. And I'm not even gonna go up on the hood. It is literally gonna sit right above. Oh shit, fuck it, we'll go. Why not? Just over the wing, like that. And then go back and forth to mix those two shimmers. You guys, look at that, came out. I love that. Oh God, that came out great. Okay. 118, here we are. You guys, thank you so much for watching my videos. And I truly do hope that you enjoy, watching these. And I just want to thank you again so much. And this is the Unearthly Cosmetics Sorcerer's Smoke. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Let me know in the comments what you think about this look, because I think it came out really grungy but sexy at the same time. Just really pretty, soft but grungy and sexy. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm putting out? Okay, I know you did. Again, if you're new, I hope you subscribe. I hope you like the video. I hope you comment and say hi and stay a while. So make sure you turn your notification bells on so that you don't miss any of my uploads, because I do upload anywhere from 3 to 4 times a week. So, and I can't wait to get my Divina Cosmetics order in. And my next video is going to be the Cosmic Beauty ranking of the palettes that I have. And I got a story for you. So with that, you guys, thank you so much again. And I hope to see you on the next one. Till next time.